Hi everyone, welcome back to the tutorial. Now, as we have built a simple chatbot and we know about LangGraph and agent, let's talk about LangGraph with agent. So, as in the previous, we just started a graph from where our node is getting the response from LLM and then we are getting the result. If instead of that node we can implement an agent. As an agent is nothing but a node with a decision making capability. So that node can think whether it is going to simply get a response and the flow, or whether it can call any other tools which are defined then end the flow. So agent in LangGraph is nothing but a node with decision making capability. It can decide which node to call next. So to understand agent in LangGraph, let's go to the notebook and do a practical. So this is our notebook. Here we already installed LangChain chat models. So what we going to do is just enter your API key here, and here we implemented the LLM Gemini models, and here we define different tools. So tools are nothing but just functions like normal Python functions. So like this is a multiply tool, and there is only one difference in tools and Python normal Python function. Here we provide a doc string which give us an idea about what the function is do, so that LLM can understand what this tool do. So like this is multiply, here we define what it do, and this one is a tool add, this one is tool divide. So once we define those tools, we just insert those tool in a simple array, and we will then bind those tools with LLM. Here we bind the tools with LLM. Once the tools got bind with the LLM, next time when we pass a query, first LLM will check in those tools, like if the LLM can call those tools, and or the query is related to use any of those tool. If there is no tool available for the LLM to execute, then it will use its own memory. So let's try it. Just we have to run this cell. After this, like here we defined a system message with the help of which we can give the LLM its persona, like who is it, and this is our agent. Will be decide whether we call a tool or it responds by its memory. And here we are defining the state graph to build graph. Here we are adding nodes, the tool nodes and assistant node, and here we are creating the edge. So start, then we will go to assistant. After that, here we are adding the conditional edge. The conditional edge from assistant to tool condition. According to this condition, the LLM will decide whether to end this flow or to call a tool. And here from tools, once the tools we call the tools, then the response will be again passed to the assistant. According to the response from the LLM, the LLM again decide whether to call another tool or end the flow. So as you can see, we will start our query from here. LLM will decide whether to end the flow or call the tools. If the query required calling tools, it will call the tools, and here from tools we will get the response of tool to LLM. Then LLM again decide according to this tools response whether it's again have to call tools or end the functions. So now let's try it. Like here we pass a query 3, add 3 and 4, multiply the output by 2 and divide the output by 5. Let's try what it's do. So as you can see, this is our query. First call a tool call add. So it From here it gets the query, and the assistant decided we have a tool to add 3 and 4. Then it's called the tool. After calling the tool, it's implemented the tool and added 3 and 4 and return 7. Here from we get the 7 to the assistant. After that, multiply the output by 2. So again assistant have to decide what to do. So for multiplication we have the tools. So again it pass those variable to multiply tool 7 and 2 and return 14. Again here the 14 is again passed to the assistant. After that divide the output by 5. So here again the assistant have to decide go to the tools or end the flow. So we have the divide tools already, so it will go to the divide tool. It goes to the divide tool and return the 2.8 as a response. Now we get here and the query is ended. So assistant will decide whether to call a tool or end the flow. So as the query is completed, so it will end the flow, and in final we will get the response 2.8. Or if we will simply pass a high query, so it just responds hi, how can I help. It did not call tools because for a simple query we did not define any tools. So here LLM decided that it has to respond by itself, so it responded and closed the flow. So this is a agent which can take decision according to its available query and according to the parameter passed to it. So we can say agent is nothing but a simple LangGraph node which has the decision making capability with the help of LLM. In our next video we are going to build a hands-on project where we are going to use 2 or 3 agents, so you can understand what a agent can do clearly. Thank you.